white car coming. Trying to get him a little bit more room. Got a little bit hot.
When you watch a driver like an Elliott or a Labonte, it's kind of hard to picture how hard he's working in that car because the car looks so smooth.
Well, you're right about that. You know, when these guys just keep the car looking like it's straight all the time, what they're really doing, the car's sliding, but they're stopping the slide so quick and so early that you don't catch it. You can definitely catch Ward Burton sliding through this corner.
They work on Curtis Markham's car.
That pattern bar broke coming down in that corner, and now he's chasing that rear end all over the place.
That's a good save, you know, with that panhard bar broke like that.
That's a turn 11. There you see he ends up right at the entrance to pit road.
There's a big bump in that corner 11 there. That could have been what broke it when he hit that bump. It could have just broke that thing in half, and their rear end went right out from under the car.
Elliott laps past Robert Presley, who broke a track bar earlier. And there's the separation.
Yeah, it looks like Burton's lost a little bit of ground now. Either Labonte is picking it up, trying to catch Elliott. There's a little gap there now.
Burton and Nemechek, third and fourth, highest of the Busch regulars. And as virtually everyone predicted, a couple of talented Winston Cuppers when it comes to road racing lead the field. Not Ernie Irvan as predicted by many. Irvan exited the race early with transmission woes, drive shaft trouble. But Bill Elliott and Terry Labonte leading Ward Burton.
Look how flat that car is. He just turns it in there. He's real gentle with the car. He's not sliding it at all. You'll study in contrast when you look back and you see Ward in there and you see the car lifting the wheels up in there and sliding.
Yeah, and you got to appreciate both of them. Here's some guys with a lot of experience easing the car around, but you got to appreciate somebody like Burton that says, hey, man, I'm going to make this thing go fast, sideways, or whatever. And that smoothness will just come with lap after lap on these racetracks.
And that's what he said. He said, I might not be the smooth guy, but I'm going to drive this car as hard as I know how to drive it. And by golly, he's right there doing a good job doing that.
First, second, third, and fourth. White flag for Bill Elliott. Has one lap to complete for what will certainly be the high point of his season to date.
I promise you, if he wins this race, he's going to call out and tell you a win is a win no matter what type of racing you're in.
Harry Melling listed as car owner. Hardy Boys Racing is what's on the pit board sign.
It's a group out of Georgia, dealership and all in Georgia. A good bunch of people.
It's fun to win a race like this, and nobody gave him this race. He's got some hard competition, been pushing him all day from behind, so it's a wonderful deal when you outrace all your buddies.
He passed Ernie Irvan for the lead at lap 8. Terry Labonte got in front on pit stops. It wasn't long before Elliott motored past and back into the front spot. There's Labonte. Looks like we'll hold on to second over the two Busch point chasers, Ward Burton and Joe Nemechek.
I find it so hard to believe that Bill Elliott has never won a Busch Grand National.
Yeah, I thought that was a mistake earlier myself. He's been in a lot of these races.
You know, I said it and I wasn't sure I believed it, so we had to look it up.
Car smoking there coming in that corner. Elliott's got to get there yet.
So Bill Elliott, for the first time in 28 Busch Grand National starts, will go to victory lane. Winner of the Phase 150 by about 20 car lengths over Terry Labonte. Labonte about 2 seconds ahead of Ward Burton in third, and Joe Nemechek pedals it on the last lap, comes home in a solid fourth place. Looking for Todd Bodine, who has been the fifth place car through much of this run, in the fiddle faddle car. Hometown favorite for the C.C. Welliver team. He notches a top 5 finish.
You got to wonder with his contacts out, does he know the checker's out?
Or is he still racing? I hope they've told him on the radio. Chuck Bound crosses the line for 6th. Tracy Leslie comes across in 7th. And unofficially, Tom Peck will be 8th. Mike Wallace and Bobby Dotter, the top 10. We'll be right back. BGN Motorsports exclusive coverage of the Phase 150 has been brought to you by Smooth Busch Beer and easy drinking Busch Light. Been a long time for Bill Elliott to roll into victory lane as he wins the Phase 150 this afternoon at Watkins Glen, New York, leading 45 of the 62 laps. Here's Glenn.
Well, by far the biggest smile we've seen on Bill Elliott's face this year. Bill, that had to feel great.
It really did. You know,
we knew the car was pretty good when it was in practice the other day, but, you know, we knew Ernie was going to be good, too, and we really didn't know how good Ernie was going to be, and he had problems there at first of the race. But, you know, as we went on there, I thought Nemechek was really going to come on strong there, but, you know, I kind of got away from him, and then I thought Terry was going to give me a run for my money, but, you know, then I finally got away from him a little bit.
Has to help end a lot of the frustration of this season so far, doesn't it?
Anytime we lead a lap, it beats nothing. I'll tell you what, you know, we've struggled so hard in the Winston Cup stuff, and to come here and finally win, you know, especially in a Busch race, you know, we've been kind of competitive this year, but, you know, Gene and all the guys and Charles and all the people back at the Ford dealership, they've done a good job, and they've worked hard, and they've really put a good car together.
Well, congratulations, Bill. This may be the thing that helps him turn this season around in both Winston Cup and Busch Grand National. Randy?
Well, Ward Burton's just climbed out, a little smile on his face. Dorsey Schrader and Neil Bonnet really like your style. You were slinging it around out there pretty good, had a good run today.
Well, I don't know how much style I had. I tell you what, I definitely didn't get the smooth drive award out there, but all this crew gave me a good car, and the Hoosier Towers did a great job. They just keep doing it every week for me.
What about it? A lot of guys had problems today. You guys chased points all year long. A lot of the front runners had problems. Good points day for you.
It is a good day. You know, our main thing was our main thing was to finish this race, and we were lucky enough not to have any things happen where we couldn't do that. So it turned out to be a good day. I'll take top 5 here anytime.
All right, congratulations. Good run, Ward.
Thanks a bunch, Randy.
Thanks, Randy. A lot of live racing coming up on TNN tomorrow. Here's first, Craftsman. When seconds count, there's no time for second best. The official tools of NASCAR present the Busch Series points. Steve Grissom will leave here with the lead, taking it over from David Green. Chuck Bound will be third in the points. Ward Burton to fourth, and Robert Presley hangs on to fifth place in the point standings. Joe Nemechek to sixth, Todd Bodine to seventh, Jeff Burt slides to eighth, Tom Peck and Hermie Sadler will be the top 10 in the point standings. Coming up tomorrow, the AC Delco Challenge Series of the ASA. Tomorrow live 2 p.m. Eastern, the Brainerd 300. You'll see that one live here on TNN. Tonight, NHRA Today live at 5:30 p.m. And then from Milwaukee, the Haviland Formula 3 250. Sunday, July 4th, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That's live, of course, here on TNN. Neil and Glenn and I will be out there at Milwaukee. And then the following weekend, July 10th and 11th, we'll be at Loudon, New Hampshire. The Busch North cars at the Modifieds on Saturday, and Sunday, July 11th, the first ever NASCAR Winston Cup race on Bob Baer's beautiful new New Hampshire International Speedway, the Slick 50 300. Let's give you some of the finish as we have it from the Phase 150. Elliott, the winner, Labonte second. Burton, the first Busch Series regular. Nemechek fourth. Todd Bodine finished in fifth today. Winding up sixth was Chuck Bound. In seventh, Tracy Leslie. Eighth was Tom Peck. Ninth, Bobby Dotter. And finishing 10th, Mike Wallace. 11th, again unofficially, went to Tim Fedowa, and 12th to Mike McLaughlin, all on the lead lap. One lap down, Richard Lassiter. Steve Grissom wound up in the 13th spot today. That's a look at how they ran here at Watkins Glen, New York. Well, and Bill Elliott comes home victorious and did it the smooth way.
Well, you know, my hat's off to this entire field. These guys did a great job today keeping these race cars on the racetrack under some pretty slippery conditions, that's for sure.
Neil, some of these guys do it smooth. Some, like Ward Burton, chase the racetrack. Both approaches seem to work pretty well.
Yes, just the end result that counts. You might use up more tires and equipment, but sooner or later you're going to get there.
Well, and of course, Labonte and Elliott. Ernie Irvin will be back when the Winston Cupboards come for the Budweiser at the Glen in August here at Watkins Glen, New York. Dorsey, what's ahead for you behind the wheel?
Well, I'll be here as well for the Winston Cup race coming up with the Country Town Line 8 Ford. And hopefully what I learned here today, I'll use a little of Bill Elliott and a little of Ward Burton, and you can do whatever I can do. Maybe get up there in the front. I'd like to do that.
Neil, we'll be off to Milwaukee next week. That rumor persists that we're going to see you behind the wheel in a Winston Cup race here pretty soon.
Oh, just a few weeks away. Bernhardt can survive Daytona.
If he keeps the car intact July 3rd, down at Pepsi 400, you'll run it at Talladega?
Yeah, that's the game plan right now. We'll just see what happens.
Can't wait. For all of us here at TNN, Glenn Jarrett and Randy Pemberton, Dorsey Schrader and Neil Bonnet, I'm Mike Joy, congratulating Bill Elliott, who after 28 starts finally notches his first Busch Grand National victory in the Phase 150 at Watkins Glen. So long, everybody.